I'm Ollie Thomas, I'm 26, big Crystal Palace fan, and this is my match day.
Could have worn a coat. See you later. The game's their match.
Come on, you Palace. I start every match day with a park run with my friends. I have my own run club, so we just meet up Saturday morning, any park in London, go for a coffee afterwards as well, an easy 5K. Just a nice way to start the day, stretch the legs, get some fresh air. Definitely won't be the last time my heart rate rises to like 140 BPM on a Saturday, so just prepares me for the rest of the afternoon. Just got back from the park run, another quick coffee. This is the point where I'd normally put the early kickoff on. Unfortunately, there's not one today. So yeah, quick turnaround and then we'll head off down to Norwood Junction, go to the pub, meet my mate, and that's when the real fun starts.
Ollie, tell us why
Why
Palace?
Palace? My dad, I think the same as a lot of other football fans, he grew up kind of in the area. When I was young, I had a bit of a liking for Liverpool, especially Luis Garcia, who used to play for Liverpool. My dad fought hard against that to the point where I put a poster of Garcia up in my bedroom, and he light-heartedly locked me outside the house for just a few minutes just to teach me a lesson. It did teach me a lesson, but I'm very glad he did that because, yeah, obviously it's become a big part of my life now. Oh! Palace! My favourite ever moment as a Palace fan, it was the first game I went to with my dad post-COVID. So obviously the season before, no fans allowed at games. It was Palace 3, Spurs 0 in 2021. So game was a 12:30 kickoff. Me and him, like beautiful sunshine, Palace won, crowd was up, all the new signings played really well. And it was like the embodiment of the phrase, we're back. Because we've had quite a lot of low points, I've kind of learned to not get too down about them. So even the FA Cup final, which was obviously heartbreaking at the time, but I look back on that day really fondly actually because we took the lead, so we had about 2 minutes of joy before Man United equalised. We are at the Cherry Tree in South London, the most beautiful pub. Look at the painting on the wall, it's just stunning, stunning artwork. We're here to meet my friend Dan. Right. We go inside?
We've been going since we were little kids. We basically didn't used to watch the game. Obviously now, all grown up, we can go on away days with each other and stuff. Yeah, it's good crack. Yeah, it's good crack. It's funny when people come and say hello to him. People I know who don't know Ollie, like send him through. It's pretty funny to be fair. But yeah, no, it's good as well. Like, he's a good content creator, so yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I think to a certain generation, TikTok might feel like a bit of a random thing to, focus on and grow. But I think for creators and the audience, it's really accessible. For someone like me who, I have a full-time job, I don't have a big camera setup, it means you can kind of quickly and easily make entertaining videos that then are really easy to consume as well, because it's bite-sized content that people can just scroll through. And I think it's really personable. And I think I found that when people come up to me and say hello to me, they feel like they know me, which is exactly what you want to convey. And I think now I've tried to use that platform for good.
Thanks to Movember, November has become synonymous with raising awareness for men's health and mental health. And I want to use this month to talk about a couple of players who I really admire for opening up publicly about their own struggles. And I think if you're going to start anywhere in football, you've got to start with Dele.
And I think I should, use it for things other than just football, because as much as we all love football, there are more important things, some more important things in life. Right, off we go to Selhurst. We are here at Selhurst Park, my home every other Saturday afternoon. So many memories walking up this road here. I mentioned earlier, I think the Zaha mural just behind us. It was actually made the season he left, which is kind of sad. He was here for 12 years and we waited until the year he left to actually make him a mural. But it's really cool, really cool. So many memories up there of the Brighton semi-final and scoring at home in front of the Homesdale. Yeah, it's a really cool addition. That house was actually, I think it might have been for sale. And I tried to persuade my girlfriend that we should buy it as an investment in a timeless piece of art. It was unsuccessful, but we go again next time. I'm a big fan of Palace memorabilia. Retro shirts are something which I really like to collect when I can. That jumper I wore at Run Club is maybe the favourite thing I've bought in terms of quality and rarity. But this shirt, my favourite ever Palace shirt. I had it growing up, and when I was like 12, 13, I would still wear it, and it was definitely too small for me, and I eventually just gave up. I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to let this go. But a couple of years ago, it came up on like a retro football shirt website in my size, and I've never bought anything so quickly in my life. So very happy to have this. I think it's a really nice shirt. I love the sash. It's a kind of a classic Palace design, and I think this is one of the best ones we've done in recent years. So in terms of sentiment, I think this might be up there. We're gonna head in now to the Homesdale, which is where I sit. My dad's in there with Trevor and Dan. Go and meet them again, have a quick beer before the game, and yeah, little preview. Always like to give a little preview of the game, who's gonna play where, some former Palace players playing for Fulham today, so fingers crossed they don't play as well as they did for us.
E-bar is my new favourite thing at Palace. What an invention.
It was a game of two bars. It was almost shed
I go with my dad's best friend from school when he was growing up, and his son, so it's kind of been passed down the generations, which is really nice. The way I like to think of it is that it's 19 times a year where I can guarantee I'll see my dad, because obviously I live in London, he lives back in Kent, so Palace has been really good for our relationship in that way, in that we'll sit there and often we'll just chat about life, and the football can sometimes almost feel secondary because we're spending that quality time together.
You've got him shaping up that buddy
Well, it's like the one against Wolves where I hit him in the face, and you're just thinking, when he sees the ball coming, he's like, no.
He had no choice in the matter. You know, if he wanted to go to see a football match, there was only one place he was going to go. I used to come here with my daughter, who's about 4 years older than him. So we came first, and then he wanted to come along. We brought him along when he was about 4. And first game we went to, he cried most of the time because he was missing his mum.
The Palace fan base is definitely one of the most passionate. I think that's to do with the kind of South London identity that we have. Obviously, Palace is one of the only clubs that's properly in South London, in London. And I think the club's trajectory has kind of matched that of South London, which is perhaps a little bit unloved in the late 20th century and in the 21st century early on, but now it's kind of finding its feet in the world, had a bit of TLC, and really starting to rise up and match the other places north of the river, east and west. And I think Palace fans feel a real connection to the area in that way. Obviously, there's a lot of history in Croydon and the surrounding parts of the world. So it's not just about feeling passionate about Palace and the football and the manager and stuff. It's about the area as a whole.
Challenge! Go on, lads! Way challenge! Lacroix, what a tackle. Last man, Smith throws in. See you later. Game, set and match.
Hey! They can't do that! Just stood there.
It's half time, 1-0. It's a real shame because we played well in the first half and then we just gifted them something in injury time. One of the best things about Selhurst Park, obviously it's a very old stadium, but they have this little grassy bank area that overlooks the Homesdale. And look, bad day for it, it's very grey, very dark. In the summer, it's absolutely stunning here. It's a little sun trap. E-bar just over there. What more could you want from a stadium?
Oh, they're happy about something over there. I think it's offside. I think it might be offside. That's the area of the ground that gets broadcast images quicker than we do.
Seeing Raul Jimenez back to his best is nice. Obviously, he had that horrendous head injury at Wolves. Struggled since then. He was one of the best strikers in the Prem. If Andrea Pirlo and Busquets had a child, it would have been Che Decore.
I'll be in a bad mood for the next 5 minutes and I'll zone in again. But another key part of my matchday routine is going to watch the later games. There are 2 late kickoffs today, which is an extra special occasion. We can go and support Man City against Brighton, Liverpool Villa, Captain Salah in fantasy football. So that's something for me to look forward to for the rest of the night. Hopefully I'll have a bit more joy in those games than I did today. But come on, next week we'll go again. That's the Palace way. Come on, you Palace.